Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody's doing well. We have made it to Friday. Today is Friday. And if you're watching this Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, we have made it to those days. So, congratulations on watching this video because guess what? You're alive. Uh, I did a thing. And the thing is, a 80 plus hour dry fast, aka the Esther fast. It was kind of, sort of impromptu. I decided to do it just a couple of days prior. And the real reason was a couple of things. So every now and again, I'll decide to take a small fast, maybe a day or two. And just to clear my mind, just to, I guess, renew my body and kind of sorts. Like if I ate really bad, I'm like, nah, I need to clean my kidneys. I need to get my gut right. But it was a little different this time. And I really needed to hear God in this moment. And it was more of a spiritual cleansing for me, okay? And shout out to Tony Gaskins because he, about a month or so ago, went on a 3-day dry fast. And I was like, boy, you crazy. I can't do that. Maybe a water fast, but I was like, I don't know if I can do a dry fast. But I thought about it and I said, why not? Why don't I try to challenge myself, right? And so I guess like maybe 3 or 4 days beforehand, I decided that I was going to do it. And I think maybe I started like 12 a.m. Monday. And Sunday, I went on a picnic with my friends. Well, maybe I should say not a picnic because it's a history behind that word. I try not to use picnic, but I went on a outdoor date with a few of my girlfriends and we ate. Then I went home and I made dinner and I ate then. And I said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this. So I just want to go through a couple of my notes for anybody that is trying to do this or want to do this. Listen, this is my journey, my experience. I am not a doctor. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a health person. So if you have any underlying health issues or your glycemic index waivers, or you have high blood pressure, or you take medication or whatever, please talk to your doctor. Please talk to somebody that is in the, I don't want to say in the healthcare industry because I am in healthcare, but I'm not a nurse. I'm not a doctor. So I wanted to make that clear. Okay, this is purely just my experience and just me inspiring somebody that wants to try this. But before you do it, please talk to somebody. Okay? All right. Had to put that disclaimer out there. So let's just get into it. I took some notes here about my experience. And before you do this, you have to clarify your whys. Like, why do you want to do this? Okay? My whys was to prepare for incoming experiences, to prepare for marriage, to prepare for my new career, to have spiritual clarity, like I stated before. And in these last few months, I have really been trying to get close to the Lord, like closer. Okay, if you think that you're close, you ain't close enough. You have to get even closer. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you know what I'm saying, because sometimes you feel like you're there and then, honey, life happens and you realize that you're not as close as you thought you were. So I wanted to just cancel out food, water, all of that, and just really lean into him. Okay. breakthroughs for my family and my friends. Sometimes you have to be the intercessor for your family and your friends, especially if they aren't they don't really know God, or they don't really have that relationship, and you just have to step in sometimes and do it for them, you know. So I did it because of that. And freedom from certain things. If you are addicted to just anything that isn't gonna be positive, uh, um, gambling, uh, sugar, foods, fried foods, fast foods, certain relationships, just certain things that just don't bring glory to God, that will be great reasons to do this fast. Okay. And I just want to make it clear, like, don't feel bad if you um, can't do this for the whole 3 days, or if you can't do a dry fast and you're like, man, I can't do that. I can try to do it one day, or maybe I can do 3 day water fast. That's fine. Whatever you can do. I did not think that I can do this, y'all. Like, I just, anyway. So I started 12 a.m. Monday. And like I said, I have done at least a day dry fast before, but not 3. So um, Monday was a hot mess, okay? I tried to do things to get my mind off of food, off of uh, just even water. Food was easy for me, but water, I was thirsty, okay? And I was like, Lord, let me just find some type of activity. And I'm encouraging everybody out there that wants to try this. Do something that is going to try to stave you away from wanting to drink or wanting to eat, okay? Something cool, something by the water. Well, maybe not by the water, you're going to be thirsty. Uh, if you have activity that you like to do, writing, journaling, painting, going for a walk, you know, something like that, do it. Or watch a lot of videos on dry fast, Esther fast, water fast, whatever that you have to do to keep your mind off of it. Do it. But I'm gonna tell you, I messed up. I messed up so bad. So my first day, I was like, let me do my hair. I wanted to do something different with my hair. I was like, let me try to straighten it. And if I'm still working on editing. One of these days, I'll show you what I did. So I tried to do my own blowout. It was a disaster. It was a hot, oily, greasy mess. I blow dried my hair. I flat ironed my hair. I'm telling y'all, I was doing all of this hot stuff without drinking water, without eating any type of fruit, anything. I was just dry. My hair was dry. My throat was dry. I was dry. And I was mad at myself. I actually, at the end of it, I ended up washing my hair out. And I was like, child, natural is the way, because I just cannot live this life. I cried. I did cry because I was like, I'm thirsty, I'm hot, I did this stupid thing. So take it from me, do not do anything where it involves, first of all, washing your hair, because that's water. You're thirsty, then you're going to blow dry your hair, then you're going to flat iron your hair. Anything that has to do with heat, just stay away. Do yourself that favor. I don't know. I was just going through a lot of, you will go through a lot of spiritual warfare during this fast, okay? No joke. It was just a lot of thoughts, a lot of just annoyances. And I was so just thinking of everything. So when you start to think back, get on your knees and pray. Pray, pray, pray. Do something to get your mind. Call a friend, call a accountability partner if you have one. If not, journal, do whatever you have to do. But Just don't lean into the negativity because it will take you there. Um, I spoke to just spoke to a friend. I texted a couple of people, and by the mid afternoon, I was a little hungry, but that's because that was like a regular daily hunger. Like I was hungry for some food, but I got through it. Okay. So day 2 of my fast, I was so thirsty. I was more thirsty than anything. And I was I honestly thought that I was gonna have to drink some water. I was like, maybe I'm just gonna have to break this. And in the back of my mind, I was like, nope, Tier, you got through the first day. You're not gonna just get through one day and then break it. You have to keep going. So I did. I really was craving fruit. Uh, I really wanted some papaya, and I don't think I've ever had fresh papaya. I had papaya juice, but I wanted a papaya. I was watching videos on papaya. I wanted mango. I just wanted something dense and juicy and delicious. And yeah, I had to push through that. So TMI, like when you go to the bathroom without water, your urine will start to get extremely yellow because your kidneys is like, what's going on here? Like we're kind of uh dying. Not really dying, but your kidneys will start to alarm themselves like, hey, we are not getting any water. And like I said, I'm not a doctor. If you need to drink some water and you feeling kind of like hazy, kind of faint or whatever, just eat, child. Just eat something light, drink some water, and don't feel bad about that. But that's what happened to me. I did start to get a slight headache my second day, but it was very slight. And I have gone on 1 or 2 day fast before, and they weren't dry fast. They were like maybe water fast, and I had like the worst headache. But this headache was very slight, just very mild. And that was it. My stomach did start to feel a little weird. It wasn't like that regular growling. It was like it was turning on itself. It felt like it was doing like this. And I was like trying to figure out what was going on, but I was pushing through because I knew it was happening. You will be challenged, okay? It is a challenge. So you have to think that in your brain, like, this is a challenge. This is not going to be easy, but I can do this moment by moment. It's not even a day by day thing. I was looking at the minutes like, okay, I got one more day to do this. I got 28 hours more, and the time will seem to go slow, but you have to keep yourself occupied. Even if you have to take a nap, that will take a lot of time out of it. Go to sleep, child. Uh, I was constantly praying. So if you meditate, if you pray, journal, do whatever you have to do to get your mind off of the hunger, and just ease your way through this, because it's difficult, but it is obtainable. It's an obtainable goal. Okay. Um, and I wrote down, I will eat again. I will drink again. So when we think about fasting, we think of what we can't do because we're used to eating every day. We're used to drinking water. Or if you're just used to eating consistently, it's like, oh my gosh, I cannot do this, but you can and you will. You have to think like, look, this is not a forever thing. I will eat food again. I will be able to drink water again. So just keep that in the back of your mind, and it will semi help you. um, I wrote a verse here during the fast that kind of was helping me get through, and it was Matthew 6:18, and it says, "Then no one will notice that you are fasting except your Father, who knows what you do in private, and your Father who sees everything will reward you." And I believe that. And the rewards, you don't do it to solely receive something from God. You do it to get closer to him. Um but you know that he's going to bless you because he does see you, but it's not going to come instantaneously all the time. Some people, you'll see on YouTube and they'll say, I did a 3-day dry fast and I met my husband the next day. He just came and knocking down my door and he put the ring on my finger and now we married with 3 kids and a house and a picket fence. Ain't gonna work like that all the time. um Not for me. Okay. I just ended my fast yesterday, so we'll get to that. So that was the verse. And I don't know about anybody else because everyone is different, but I did have a lot of dreams, a lot of weird dreams. I don't know if that's have I some people would say it's spiritual, but I don't know. It could be. I didn't really look up the dreams, and I'm not a dream interpreter, but I do look up my dreams to see what they mean. But I didn't look up these because it was just a lot of detail, a lot of intricate details, and I just did not have the time. But I did write. I tried to write every dream that I had down, and it was quite a few of them. So you will have dreams, maybe. If you don't, that's okay. I mean, don't worry about if you don't have dreams. Like, oh my gosh, I had this whole dry fast and I didn't have any dreams. Like, don't worry about that. But I'm saying, like, you may, because that's what happened to me. So day 2 continued because I was writing down notes. So I start writing down notes like early in the afternoon, and by 9:30 I was still thirsty, but I wasn't desperate for water. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm about to just fall out. I was feeling like I probably could have used some water, or I may have probably broken the fast by drinking water. Just by how dry I was feeling, I was like, I'm not sure if this is good for me or not. And I forgot to mention that my job is very physical. And I do a lot of pushing, a lot of lifting, a lot of picking up very heavy instrumentation. I work in a hospital and I do a lot of walking. I do a lot of standing. And I noticed that people that did this 3-day dry fast or 72, 80-hour plus dry fast, their jobs aren't very physical. Many people worked from home or had their own businesses, so they could like kind of chill back. They can kind of lay back a little bit. They can sit down for the majority of the time. And I couldn't. That was another reason why I thought I couldn't do this. But perseverance. So I wanted water, but I wasn't desperate for water. And not the third day. By the end of the day, the headache went away that I had earlier. It went away. So there was no headache by the end of the second day, which was really good. I thought I was going to have like a huge headache, but I didn't. So I mentioned that I just wanted to lay there till Thursday. So the fast started Monday and it ended Thursday morning. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I just want to lay here. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to do anything physical. I just want to just lay on my bed until it's time for me to get up and eat, right? But I had to work. So I said I can't wait for papaya. I wanted some fruit so bad, papaya being one of them. So I was just like, really, yeah. I think you'll have like your cravings, like you'll want like maybe watermelon or a pear or some type of fruit, because your body is getting rid of all of the cravings. I didn't want any cake. I didn't want anything sweet. I just wanted some fruits. And I did have like some feelings, some sad feelings. Like I said, you'll go through warfare. You'll feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm lonely. If you're single or if your mate is not around or whatever, like you'll feel feelings. You'll feel kind of isolated because you don't want to be around friends and they're eating. I noticed some people said their children were like eating all these delicious foods in front of them, or their spouse was eating pasta or fried chicken or whatever. Don't don't do that to yourself. Like, don't do that to yourself. My mom does live with me, and well, we cohabitate. I don't want to say she live with me. We cohabitate, and she was making dinner for herself a couple of times, and I would smell it, but she wasn't doing it like in front of me. I mean, people have to eat. If you live with people, don't get mad at them, or don't berate them because they're eating. Like, this is a fast for you. So don't be rude. Don't, yell at people because they have to eat, okay? Because it's gonna happen, but don't put yourself around people while they're eating. It's just, why don't do that to yourself, because it's just going to be extremely hard. Okay. So day 3, y'all, I made it to day 3. I was thirsty. I was still so thirsty, but you know what saved me? And it might be TMI, I don't know, but my saliva was saving me, child. I was like, Lord, I'm so glad my mouth is not completely dry. My throat was extremely dry, but I still had some spit, so I would just swallow that. It was like I was Survivor. Like, I was like, okay, I'm good. It was like, I can't explain it. If you ever been on a dry fast, if you ever been on this Esther fast journey, please, in the comments, let me know how you survived. I really, really want to know how you got through this. Cause, child, okay. I was sleepy. I've noticed that my energy was low, and yes, your energy will be lower. Because nutrients are being deprived, and you're not drinking water, so you will be a little low. And I noticed that. It's this is not for the fellas. This part, okay. This video is for everybody, but this part is not for the fellas. But ladies, when you're on your menstrual cycle, you know how you feel like kind of draggy, you feel kind of low, your energy is low. That's how I felt. And so, yeah, fellas, if you have low energy, I don't know what to compare it to. I guess just being tired. And I was just encouraging myself. Encourage yourself. Even if you don't have anybody around, you don't have friends, accountability partners, or anybody that will encourage you through this fast, encourage your daggone self. You have to push yourself. With anything in life, sometimes you're not going to have people around because people are not going to understand your journey. Don't even talk about, I'll get to that anyway. Okay. I wanted fruit. I wanted a banana by this time. I still wanted my papaya, but I wanted like a fresh cold banana. I just wanted something delicious and fresh. You'll start to get a taste for fresh foods, not anything fast foody or dense. I just wanted something fresh and cold, and but it wasn't time yet. My throat was extremely dry, so I started to get a little scared because I was like, I was feeling it. Okay, by the 3rd day, I really was feeling it. I thought that at that time, not that I wasn't going to make it, that's a little bit dramatic, but it was very dry. I was just feeling dry, honey. Like, my skin, everything was feeling dry. And I noticed that my body was just kind of, my joints were hurting a little bit. I suppose it was because I just needed water at that time. But my joints was hurting, my feet were hurting, and I just wanted to lay down. And by that time, by the 3rd day, I lost 6.6 pounds. And so I knew that, and this was not for me to lose weight, because that's literally water weight. I've eaten quite a bit since yesterday, so I'm sure that weight has kind of come back. So don't do this to lose weight. As my friend said, don't do this to try to lose weight. It's not going to work. I mean, you will lose the pounds, but once you eat a slice of cucumber chow like that, weight will come back. So I wanted to, that was it. That was my notes. Um, I ate by yesterday, Thursday. My first thing that I drank when I broke my fast was a mango smoothie. I should have had water, but I was like, I need to break this open because I went to the grocery store, and whew, I was just so ready to cook a fresh meal. And I'll post my meal not on this video, but I'll post it in a community board so you can take a look at what I made. It was so delicious. But I had cracked open a mango smoothie, and that thing went down the hatchet, nice and smooth. It's a little scratchy. I probably should have drank water first, but it was good and I enjoyed it. When I got home, I cooked, I ate quite early, and everything was delicious. It went down fine. I didn't have any issues. I did see that someone said something about being careful about what you ate because your body has not been used to food and water, so you can become compacted in there, and your bowels may not move properly. So it may be a little bit more TMI, but I have not made a bowel movement yet. And so I mean, I'm not going to give y'all no updates on that, but hopefully things will start to move and, digest better within the next day or two. So if just be on the lookout for that, and just try to kind of monitor that. If you haven't gone to the bathroom in the next 3 or 4 days after your fasting, you probably should, either drink a bit of prune juice or eat some type of fiber. I ate a little bit of oatmeal and raisins with raisins yesterday to kind of help with that because raisins have a lot of fiber. So yeah, that's just a side note. But I wanted to talk about not talking about the fast to certain people. If you have an accountability partner that you trust, that's fine. You can utilize that person, but don't go on social media talking about what you fitting to do. I'm about to go on this fast for Jesus. I'm about to go on this fast for the Lord. I'm about to go on this fast to lose weight. I'm about to go on this dry fast. And don't go broadcasting that, okay? Don't do it. Because you don't know people like that. I mean, I don't want to say you don't know people like that, but the people that you think that would be, so gung-ho about what you're doing, they could definitely make you be discouraged, and you could really quit because of what other people think or what other people say. So when I did this, I think I mentioned it to like one person, and it was just like they said something about me losing weight, and I was like, yeah, well, thank you. I'm about to go on this fast. That's all I said, but I didn't like broadcast it or tell like 10 people. Don't do that because some people will be like, a dry fast? Girl, you crazy. Boy, you crazy. Like, I couldn't do that if it couldn't be me. When people say it couldn't be me, they're kind of calling you stupid. They're like, okay, All right then. But no, keep it to yourself if you can. And then after it's done, you can tell people like, this is what I did. Because I want to encourage people that think that they can't do it. You can do it. You can really do it if you persevered and if you tried. You have to really try and want this. I did it because I wanted to get closer to God. I wanted spiritual clarity. I wanted answers on certain things. And to hear God clearer, you have to kind of push some things away. I already took a break from social media, not YouTube, but social media like Instagram. I took a break. Sometimes you got to take a break. You got to cancel that stuff out. And I have been off of that for quite a while. Um, but with this, it quiets everything else. It silences everything else. When you're eating, when you're drinking, you're watching TV, you're in tune to so much more. But when you take a break from all of that, you hear clearer, you think clearer. And yes, you will go through the war. You will cry. You might cry. If you'll feel things, okay? And I just wanted to be clear, like, if you feeling super depressed, or if you feeling like, uh really down, I advise you to reach out to someone that you really love and care about, and somebody that loves and cares for you, that's not going to be judgmental. I have quite a few people in my life that I know love me, but I couldn't tell them that I was doing this. And don't go around looking, and this is in the Bible, like, don't go around looking like you about to just die and melt off the face of the earth while you're fasting. Wash your face, put your lotion on, look fresh, just talk like, you know, just go about your business, go about your day as if nothing is happening. If your job is having like a party or something, just say, no, thank you. Don't fall for the temptations, okay? Go out to your car, read a book, do whatever you need to do to avoid uh, eating, to avoid drinking, okay? uh don't fall for it, because people are going to challenge you. People are going to be like, well, why are you doing this? And if you want to tell them why, that's fine. uh, if they come to discover that you are doing the fast, because sometimes it's going to come out. You don't have to like broadcast it or like shout it out to the world that you're doing it. But if people are noticing that you're not eating, if they're noticing that you're, not partaking in certain things, and they want to inquire, you just say, hey, I'm just fasting. And most people will respect that and leave it at that, but some people will inquire more. I don't think to be rude or disrespectful, but just to kind of want to understand. So if you want to talk about it, you can, but you don't have to put it all out there, okay? So I, man, I hope I'm not missing anything. But if you have any questions for me, definitely feel free to put it in the comment section, and I'll answer it as much as I can. I do want to say, just kind of take it easy on what you eat. That was my mistake, and I did kind of emotionally. I emotionally ate today. I was not feeling my best, child, this morning. Again, spiritual warfare is not going to stop once you get through this fast. The enemy is going to try to break you down, going to try to put certain things into your mind and make you just feel bad about whatever you're currently going through in life. So you're going to feel it even more so. But I also feel like God will come through and help you throughout this journey. But you got to feel certain things to break through. And you will mess up. I don't want to say it was like a mess up, but I definitely overate today, this morning. And my stomach kind of felt it. And I was like, dang, like, why did I do that? So I'm fasting until tonight when I go to work. I work overnight. So I'm going to fast until my lunchtime tonight. And maybe I'll eat some fruit or something. But until then, I'm just going to take it easy. But again, if you can't get through this, hold fast, get through what you can get through. Don't feel guilty. You know, you still alive. You can do it again. You can try again. And don't give up. Don't give up. Okay? Like this is your journey. This is your plight. I don't want to say plight. Maybe I shouldn't say plight. But this is something that you wanted to do. This is a choice that you made to get closer to God, or to get healthy, or whatever you wanted to do. But I commend you. You're here for a reason. You're here maybe because you did a dry fast and you want to talk about your experience, or you're here because you are thinking about it. And I encourage you to try it out again with the advisement of your doctor, or a healthcare specialist, a nurse, or somebody that's a dietitian. Some people may say, oh, don't do this. This is dangerous. But look, I'm here. I'm alive. Okay. I did it. And I almost felt, and you know what I thought about too? I thought about camels and how they, drink a lot before they go on like a long journey, and they store water, and how bears hibernate, like they eat a whole bunch of fish and a whole bunch of animals, and drink a lot of water and stuff before they sleep for months. So they go weeks and weeks without eating, or and I was like, I feel like I got enough inside of me to go 3 days without. And I did. I felt it. But by the fourth day, I know I needed some water. I know I needed some nutrients. So listen to your body, because maybe by the second day, you're like, I need to drink some water, like I'm about to faint. Don't go out here fainting. The Lord don't want you fainting. Don't faint for the Lord, okay? Because He wants you well. Do this well. Fast well. Don't fast and be in an emergency room, okay? That's not the goal. The goal is to get your clarity, to find your way, and to just find answers from the Lord. And is like I said before, it's not going to come right away. So don't be discouraged if things don't happen instantaneously. I started getting job offers yesterday, not offers, but more so invitations to put applications in. And it was coming out of nowhere. And I was like, wow, Lord, is this for me? Is this for me? And I put in applications, and like one of the jobs was like, thank you, but no thank you. I'm like, y'all reached out to me, but it's okay, because I have a job right now, and I'm grateful and I'm blessed. But I know that great things are coming. Okay? Great things are coming for me. Great things are coming for you. And if you want to get closer, seek God out, read your Bible, read your word. Like within the last few weeks, I have been reading my Bible more than ever. And I have been getting a lot of information, a lot of inspiration, a lot of encouragement from the word, and it's from books that I haven't ever even sought out. So again, if you want more information on that, of the books that I was reading, you could put that in the comments, and I will be sure to answer that for you. So I think this video has gone on long enough about my first 3-day dry fast. I don't regret it for the world, and it's not gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be this like, I have survived and I did it and I was fine the whole time. I was not fine the whole time. I cried the first day because I fried my hair, but it came back to life, child. As you can see, very voluminous, very beautiful. you will get a bit of a headache. You will feel hungry. You will have the warfare. You will feel like you can't go on. But I'm here to tell you that you can go on. You will eat again. You will drink again. Okay? So I love you. And again, if you want any information from me about how I did it, ask your questions in the comments section and I'll be there. So I love y'all and I'll talk to you soon. Oh, and I didn't forget about the being grateful in the wait. Some people are probably like, dang girl, like what happened to that? There's a lot of things going on in the last month. I ended my contract, or my contract ended in my last job. So I started a new contract. And so I'm closer to home now. And it's just been a journey. My dear little sister friend, Dominique, married her husband Matt, and so congratulations to them. I'm so happy for them. That happened within the last few weeks. I had another wedding that I was going to. It was just been a whirlwind of activity in the last month. So that series has not gone to dust. Uh, Next up is being grateful in the wait for love and relationships. So that's coming. Be on the lookout for that. But I had to get this out first because I felt like this was very important. New seasons are coming for a lot of people. Marriages, relationships, children, careers, all of those things are coming now. Addictions falling off. Old spiritual warfares are being broken. Everything that you want to change about yourself, start asking God what to get rid of, what you need to throw away, and He will show you. This was my journey. This is a part of me. This is a part of what I wanted to do. And now that I know I can do it, nothing can stop me. So nothing can stop me but me. Okay? Nothing can stop you but you. If you want to do something, do it. If you don't want to do something, then hey, uh, whatever decisions you make, that's the consequences that's going to come, good or bad. Don't know why I said that, but it was for somebody. So I love you again, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.